And welcome to another Cat Country KATcast. Well, 2025 is quickly approaching the end, and so we decided we would take this opportunity to just talk about some of the things that we were excited about as far as 2025 went.
It has been quite a year, that's for sure. So, highlights of the year, stuff we'd rather forget, maybe. Yeah, we all have them. Aaron, you got anything that stands out for you?
Well, I mean, as far as professionally, we were nominated for an ACM, a CMA. The station was nominated for a Marconi.
Yeah, how about
and
that?
our very own Jordan J. was nominated for a Marconi.
Thank you.
And we won the NBA award.
A lot of good professional success, that's for sure.
Yeah, there was a lot of I think professional growth, I'd say, in 2025 on all fronts. So yeah, I had a lot of vacation. I say a lot of vacations 2025. I went to Tennessee, Smoky Mountains. I also went to Indianapolis too, which is really cool. We got to do a lot there. Not only to see the city, but we went to the Speedway, which Indianapolis Speedway, and it was awesome seeing the NASCAR. Yeah. I mean, hearing the engines, you don't realize how loud they truly are, but being there and feeling them like your chest when they go by,
I would think if you're a racing fan, Indianapolis Motor Speedway would be the equivalent of like if you're a baseball fan and seeing Wrigley Field or Fenway. You know what I mean? Like it's a mecca of that sport.
It was awesome. There's like gift shops in there with tons of like memorabilia and all this. I mean, it's amazing. If you're a racing fan, you got to definitely check it out in Indianapolis. It's really cool.
Again, I'll just echo the professional stuff, man. It's been great. We didn't win a Marconi like we did. What was it? The year before was that?
2023.
2023. So it all blends together after a while. I don't remember. But just in terms of building our listenership for the show, especially Hilly and Hart, tremendous. Happy to see that. And I mean, personally, my grandkids, I will tell you, I mean, I got 3 grandkids. They're 7, almost 8. 5 and 2.5, and man, just to watch them grow this year. I mean, the difference with them between a year ago and now, they were right in that age. Jordan, you can probably verify this, but they're right in that age where you see huge development and brain power. Let me just tell you this. My oldest grandson, as I said, he's 7. He's going to be 8 in January. I can talk football with him like I can with an adult.
Yeah.
The other day we're sitting there and he's talking about a running back for one of the other teams. We're both Eagles fans, but he's talking about a running back and he goes, "Oh yeah, well, this has not been as great a year for him as last year." I'm like, "How do you know that?" But
I know.
I said to him, "Well, you do read." He goes, "No, I don't read, but he does watch videos. He watches a ton of stuff online about people discussing teams, and I'm telling you, he rivals my football knowledge. It's pretty amazing."
Really?
So,
that's
just
really
to
cool.
See development like that. I mean, even my youngest one, he's doing full sentences now.
Yeah.
He's like, Pop, don't do that. I go, what?
I know. My wife and I were just talking about that the other day. Our daughter was sitting there on the bed. We were telling her goodnight.
Yeah.
And she's just like, the way she's just talking to us, it went from like, we're just sitting there looking at her like, when did she get this big? When did she's just sitting there constructing full sentences at us. It's like, no more baby talk.
Right.
You're like, where did that go?
Aaron, what did you say his son said in the van for the Christmas parade?
Oh, no, we were sitting there at lunch.
Oh, that's okay.
He was really excited about meeting Hilly's grandson.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I think I'm going to make a new friend today." And he did.
But he had also, he had said something along the lines of, "Well, that's the way it is," or something like that. Like something you would expect to hear from an adult.
Yeah.
Like where do you hear that from?
Yeah, we were talking Harry Potter. Jordan went to go get us some caramel apples, so we were sitting there watching Harry Potter together, and I can't remember what the context was, but I said something, and he just replied, "Well, that's just the way it is." Wow. I'm like, "What are you, 25?"
I know. It's funny. It's funny how kids go from it's like kids to then you're like, whoa, they're not kids anymore,
you know how YouTube, I just saw this just before we started this, YouTube will send you a year in review. Like, hey, here are all the things you looked at and the things you watched and the things you learned. I go, oh, this will be interesting. I look and it goes, Minecraft, Robo-Blocks. I go, Legos. Oh, wait a minute. This is my grandson's because he's always going on my account.
Exactly.
So YouTube thinks I'm watching that stuff.
My kids, every time we go over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, immediately I'm like, why do you have Papa's phone? And then all of a sudden, my daughter's got Grandma's phone. And they're watching TV. So
Yeah. My wife's phone is never her own.
Yeah.
She always has to, like, she goes, hey, if anybody calls me, in fact, their mother called last night. We had them over our house. They go, if Mom calls, let me know. Mom called, and the littlest one hung up on her. He was like, did Mom call?
Yeah, you'll learn real quick. You got to lock them Amazon accounts too. Otherwise, all of a sudden, you're like, I bought 15 items. What did I buy?
Oh, wow.
We bought a crate of Legos here.
I don't have to worry about that. I just have dogs.
Your dogs have actually, we got a good report about Magnus.
Oh, yeah. The husband had to run back into work and decided to tempt fate by leaving him out. And usually we don't leave him out. Like, we have to put Magnus in what we call his pokey, in his little crate. Because I don't know if it's anxiety or he's just bored, probably a little column A and column B.
Yeah.
But he will tear things up. He'll eat books, shoes, whatever he can get in his mouth, it's gone.
He's a very headstrong German Shepherd. Would that be an accurate description?
Yes. Yeah. He's I'm going to do this and you're not going to stop me. So the husband called me. He's like, hey, I left Magnus out. I had to run back into work to do something real quick. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? And he goes, okay, I'm going to walk in. He goes, I'll tell you how everything is. And I was expecting him to be like, yes, the quilt's destroyed. This is messed up. He was the perfect little gentleman, apparently.
Yes.
All right. So he was out of his pokey for 30 minutes along with his sister. She's got free reign. Gemma can do whatever.
She's the well-behaved.
She is. She's just easygoing, doesn't tear up anything. But now we're like, okay, now we have a stepping stone again where we can maybe kind of work towards eventually letting him out.
Right.
All day. Because I don't want to crate him if I don't have to.
No, of course not. You want him to have that freedom and that enjoyment.
I want him to be able to, snooze on the bed or the couch or, whatever, and it not be a big deal. But, he destroyed one too many things for my liking, including a bunch of books. So, I was pleasantly surprised by that. But I will echo Jordan's traveling. My brother and I went to Ireland, traveled all along the coast back in March. Had a great time there. I went on my first cruise. That was amazing. Got to hang out in some beautiful tropical locales, including Belize, which was absolutely amazing, where I cave tubed in Belize. That was fun. But I love to travel. Traveling's what feeds my soul. If I don't have an opportunity to travel, I get very grumpy.
What month was this?
When that I went to Belize?
Yeah.
I believe that was back in end of June, beginning of July.
Okay. Yeah.
I like here's the thing. I like vacations. I don't like
July into August. I didn't think about that for a second.
I don't exactly like the travel to and from places.
Really?
Yeah.
That's half the fun.
See, I mean, it depends. I just like
it depends. I'm
depends
with
on who you're traveling with.
It depends on who you're traveling with, but I think it's just I'm always so exhausted at the end of a very long trip. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's even to the vacation destination. You're like,
yeah.
Okay, you get there, you go, just thinking tiredness and all that kind of stuff,
Nah, I love it. I love sitting there and chit chatting, with whoever I'm traveling with.
I mean, I do love road trips. Don't get me wrong. I always like Twizzlers, a big thing of Twizzlers.
I just got one.
Perfect thing. Yeah. It's that Ziploc bag version. You know what I'm talking about?
I got. Yeah.
It's like the best travel
put the shopping list together. Give me the Twizzlers. Yeah.
It's the best travel snack in my opinion. Very easily enjoyable on the road.
Yeah. Well, one of the hardest things we dealt with this year was the husband got injured actually on my birthday back in January, tore his MCL and ACL and ended up having to have surgery in February. And, he's, at the time, he was 54. And so he didn't understand why he wasn't just bouncing back. And I kept having to remind him.
That's the way it goes, man. Yeah.
It's going to take you a hot minute to feel normal again, and there's a chance it may never feel normal again.
It's true.
And it was a long recovery, And, he's finally back at work. He's kind of switched roles at work. He's now in a position, something that I never thought he would actually do, because he always said, nah, I'm not sure if I'm interested in that. And then while he was off, he kind of, actually when he was on light duty, he kind of got a sneak peek at what life as a road deputy would be. And he fell in absolute love with that. And
how about that?
He's actually finishing up his training on that and will be released very shortly.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So great.
Super proud of him.
So we're talking about, a recap of 2025 things that I had a health situation. It's all good. Okay. I'm going to be, at the time we're recording this is December 8th. In 3 days, I'm going to be 67. And 67. There it is. There it is. It's the only year I'm going to be able to do that. You realize, I'm so 67.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. I might as well take advantage of it. But,
by the time you turn 67, it's not going to be cool to say that anymore.
But, we're all friends here, and that includes you. So I'm going to just be, blunt. Enlarged prostate, okay? I've dealt with that for 20 years. For the most part, taking medication for it and blah, blah, blah. But peeing became more of an issue. So I went to the doctor, and he finally did something called a TURP, which is a transurination prosthetic, blah, blah, blah. Basically, what they do is they call it a roto-rooter, okay, for short. They go in there and they carve a big hole through the prostate to help things flow better. And he said it ultimately could take 3 or 4 months before, well, let me put it to you this way. Here you go, Aaron, get ready.
All right.
He had said, hey, it's going to work. I'm going to have you peeing like a 30-year-old.
And I said, 5 minutes in YouTube, I could have you peeing like a 15-year-old. But he wouldn't take me up on it.
Which as I told Aaron, I don't know that there was a big difference between 15 and 30 for me. But anyway, this was done in October. And I will tell you the first couple weeks of it were brutal. Absolutely brutal in terms of pain. You just think of the area they're working on. That's all I need to tell you. Okay. But
he was a little cranky.
Yeah, just a little. And then wouldn't you know,
for good reason.
Just a short time after that, my wife got a brand new knee. She had a total knee replacement on her right knee.
It's like the rebuilt Hillies.
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like, let's take them and do this and that and the other. But I will tell you that if your doctor, if you're a male of this age and your doctor recommends it, hey, it's pretty good. It's definitely better than it was. Like I said, I'm not 100% there yet, but Jordan, you don't have to worry about this
it's like,
for quite a while yet.
It's like new and improved Hillies for
kind of.
Yeah, no, you're explaining the procedure to me. It's just like, sounds like, I'm like, medieval torture. I'm like, they put you out, right? They put you out.
I'm just saying, man, that is an exit, not an entrance, okay? But that's all I'm saying about that. But you got to do it.
For sure. Man, the whole year, my son got to see him turn a year old. I mean, he was like born around this time, so it was like, that's nuts, seeing him go from
a year, from no longer a baby
no longer a baby, not at all. He's about to walk. He's at the point where like he stands just fine on his own, right? Yeah. Matter of fact, he stands on his own and he starts to clap and all this stuff.
Where's his speech at this point in his life?
He can say like mom, dad, he can say some things.
Yeah. Has he learned no yet?
No, he knows what no means.
He knows, no, I mean, does he say no?
No, he hasn't said no yet. He hasn't said no yet.
It's all downhill from there, just so you know.
That'll be the only word he knows.
Well, he got the Christmas tree up now. He sure knows what no means. He's like, ooh, ornaments and lights. Matter of fact, I just found like 1 or 2 underneath the tree like last night. I was like, Liam.
My youngest grandson, Wyatt, like I said, we call him Pooh, but he's 2.5. And Weston, the oldest one, Wyatt the other day was, I was telling him, don't push me on this, don't push me. And Weston weighs in with him and goes, don't test Grandpa. He's serious. Like, see, he knows. Don't test him.
He's tested him before.
That's right. And we've gotten timeouts. Okay. When I say, do you want a timeout? I do the 3 count. That's 1. If I get to 3, you're getting a timeout. I had to give a timeout yesterday, the little one. And he wailed and blubbered about it, but he stood in his timeout. So
Billy started that with me. I've had quite a few timeouts.
And then when we're all done, come back and say, "Okay, I love you. It's all done now." Not with her, I did, and I kept it on. But so, We had some. Speaking of pets, we adopted Sonny, our cat, in this July, I believe we got him, and we had him with us for a few months, and he fell in love with my daughter, who their cat disappeared, catnap, and we don't know where he is or if he's ever coming back. We're still holding out hope.
His name is Catnap.
Catnap.
We don't know if he was catnapped.
No.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. He was. He's not neutered, and so he's probably out there making little baby cats somewhere. We don't know.
Great. Hilly's part of the problem.
Probably. Well, no, not me. But anyway, but he took to my daughter Nicole and the grandkids like crazy, and they wanted a cat, and we're like, Sonny, you want to go live with them? And he is now. And I every time I go over there, he's just happy. He comes up and he's purring, hey, how are you? But man, he's got his places in their house now. He is happy as
can be.
Yeah. So that worked out well. But we love Sonny. He's just this beautiful orange cat, So
my wife and I, we've done a lot around the house too. We've got a lot of like personal, like just growth stuff around the house, like just projects that we've wanted to do, like for a long time we have like this John Deere room outside, and we finally got like a little like, manual garage door kind of for that so it locks. Because for the longest time we had like a gate there, but it didn't stop from animals to get in there. We still have like cats. It scared the heck out of me in the middle of the night. I need to get something out of there. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh!
Yeah.
So to keep unwanted critters out of my garage, my little area there. So we finally got a door for that, which was really cool. There's all sorts of other things that we did too. Finally got an actual riding lawnmower, so I no longer have to push mow my lawn.
Those are the best,
I
man.
know,
They really are. You want to talk about some peaceful you time too?
Yeah, it's like
the best.
Not that push mowing was ever bad, but it's just like the fact that it's so much easier to just. It takes my mowing experience from well over like an hour and a half to like 30 minutes max.
Pretty
you know
sweet.
what I mean?
Pretty sweet. Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
We're doing a 2025 recap.
I was going to say, you're talking about home improvement projects. After 5 years of the husband going, I'm going to get to it, I finally called experts and got our floor throughout our house laid properly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, which was huge. I'm no longer totally embarrassed to have people over. Which is nice.
It is nice when you find there's a sense of completion.
I can't relax in clutter and like random piles of stuff, and I kind of married the king of piles. He'll just.
But in his defense, I'm kind of the same way. I do tend to accumulate things.
Please don't tell me I married a version of Hilly.
Well, in a way, you did.
No!
In that sense. But my wife will tell me, it's like, okay, I have stuff next to the nightstand, and it's all it's piled up neatly, but it's on the floor. It's piled up, and she goes, "Okay, you need to clear this out of here." I said, "Okay." So I took it and I put it under the nightstand. She goes, "Did you put it on your nightstand?" Oh, yeah, you can't see it. She goes, "Yeah, but I know it's there." I go, "It doesn't matter. You can't see it, so it's not in the way."
Be an adult and put things away properly. It's not that hard. See, I kind of did something where I just got some big tubs and just put a bunch of stuff in some big tubs.
Yeah.
And he got mad at me for that. And I'm like, no. If it was important to you, put it away.
Right.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Be an adult. Put it away.
Like it's nice. I love that we got a lot of the stuff done like around the house and stuff. And there was another thing. We had a tree in our front yard that we've been needing to it's dead. It's been dead for like over a year. And, just one of the windy days we had, it just blew the tree, honestly, on top of our house. Luckily, it didn't, like, damage anything. Like, it, like maybe, like, one shingle. Didn't break any windows. And I was like, it could have been way worse. But, no. So, luckily, like, Mother Nature just took care of itself.
Hey.
I didn't have to pay for the tree to get cut down.
No, hey, listen, if you're not forking out dough for that.
I saw, I'm looking at the blessing in disguise here on this one.
Yeah, no, we got a couple in our backyard that we need to take down because they've flat out died and doesn't look the best.
Something else that we had happen this year my father-in-law passed away in June, and he has this little dog named Molly. She's 16 years old. She's a Chihuahua Yorkie. cutest, weirdest little dog you ever saw. Because she's honestly, literally used to being held her entire life. Very little time did she spend like just walking around. He always held her. He would always take her out with him and to the restaurants. And she was like a security, whatever, type thing. So when he passed away, the whole family was like, well, what are we going to do with Molly? And we're like, we'll take her. I said, okay. So she was actually delivered. They have like a dog delivery system.
Like Hilly and I were obsessed with this.
I know. Like we were tracking the guy around.
That's
because
so cool.
This guy has this van and he has all these dogs in different crates. And he's driving like from Philly to then Virginia to Florida.
She went down to Florida. Yeah.
Then he's like taking like updates. It's like,
took like a better
going
road
on a
trip than I'd
walk
ever
or
taken.
That's what he
whatever.
did. He was doing updates, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're stopped here in Savannah, Georgia, and we're taking a little walk, and she's doing fine. We should be there tomorrow around 6 p.m., and it was amazing, So I didn't even know that type of service exists.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But we have her now, and again, we love her. She's crazy, but we love her. And Hammy loves her, our other dog, Hammy.
She's adorable.
She's 16. He's going to be 14 next month. Or I'm sorry, in February. And the only thing is, she doesn't bark much, except if she has to pee or poop. And she sleeps on the end of the bed, and in the middle of the night, if you hear and go, get her out, quick, get her out, because she will go on the bed. But that's her warning. I got to go out. But she's basically kind of blind, and but she's a great little dog, and so her life continues with us now.
So sweet.
She is adorable.
I did something else, if I may. I mean, I did the Big Mac Challenge in July. That was the whole thing where
That's a highlight of your year.
hey, listen. It's
Seriously?
food. It's food. I kind of enjoyed that.
This somehow
I've never
doesn't
really
surprise me.
taken-
This somehow does not surprise me at all.
What was the whole deal? You had to finish a Big Mac in 1 minute? Is that what it was?
Something,
something like
hey,
that, yeah.
you're so enamored with it. You tell us.
Yeah, no, it was 1 minute, and I didn't make it in time. But man, there's video if you want to search it on Facebook. There's a video of me devouring this.
Yeah, the husband watched this video and he was like, if he would just stop talking.
I know. See, I was kind of talking through it while I was doing it.
I thought you had it. I thought you almost had it.
Came
so
close. I think I had whatever. I don't know. I had
Nope. After his
bite
second
or two
commentary
left.
piece, I'm like, nope, he's gonna talk too much.
It's
The
that
time
bread.
you spent talking,
it's
you
that
could have been
bread.
chewing.
It starts
Exactly.
to expand in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Less talky, more chewy.
But it does help me appreciate Joey Chestnut because he just won a wings. He's doing wings now. On
Okay.
top of that, so
Imagine like man versus food. You know how they do all that. Where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like eat this ginormous meal in an hour and you get it for free. You
what
know,
a
it's
like the big old what is it, old 96er? What's it called?
Oh, yeah, from the Great Outdoors,
Yeah.
the old 96er, yeah.
yeah.
John Candy.
There's nothing left on that plate but gristle and fat.
The sweat comes down.
He's like, if I can get a dessert down him, will you throw in some hats for the kids?
Oh my gosh. Talking recap of 2025. You guys have anything else for something that stands out? From
I'm
this
sure.
past year?
I'm sure there is. I mean, there's
After
there's
we
been
finish,
so,
you're gonna be like, oh, I should have
There's so
mentioned.
much that
Yeah.
happens throughout the year, but there's just like I said, we've done so much throughout 2025. This has definitely been a great year. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about that. I feel like it's definitely been a very busy year. I feel like we've been. I think of all the years to go by, this one went by the fastest. I feel like
Yeah.
I blinked and this one went by.
I ended up with heat exhaustion in June
yeah,
playing a
that's
celebrity
right. That's
softball
right.
game.
Yeah.
It was 100 degrees or whatever, and they had to ambulance me to
And
the
then I got it
hospital. And
in
Aaron shows up.
October with like a high of 86. And I'm like, I've done remotes that were way
Yeah.
hotter than this.
Yeah.
And it was the most bizarre thing because I just started not feeling right.
It's
I started
weird.
feeling dizzy.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get a coworker's attention to say, hey, something's wrong. And I couldn't even get her name out. It's like I couldn't speak. It
See?
was weird. It was really bizarre. And then my boss comes over and was like, hey, what's going on with you? And I go, I don't feel right. I go, I feel really lightheaded. He goes, well, what's your heart rate? And I looked at my watch and it was 133 beats per minute. He goes,
Oh my!
he goes,
gosh.
okay, yeah, let's go sit down. Let's go
Yeah,
sit down in the
yeah.
shade. And it took, almost 2 hours for my heart rate to finally drop under 100. I mean, it was
Unbelievable.
bizarre.
Unbelievable,
Real weird.
Yeah.
And I just felt like hot garbage the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was that That's scary stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what happens? It creeps up on you. It isn't like suddenly like, boom, you feel like you start thinking, okay, I can do this. And then but it gets worse and worse. And Aaron told me something that was true. Like, again, the heat exhaustion, heat stroke, whatever you want to call it. I was down in Gatorades, but at that point, it's too late.
Yeah, you got to do it before. You
Somebody said it's like trying to put out a house fire with a garden hose.
Yeah, see,
like if I know I've got a remote and it's going to be really hot, I will start drinking Gatorade a couple of days in advance just to kind of try to build up your electrolytes.
I got heat exhaustion one time. It was MU had one of those meet the players kind of fan signing kind of days. And on the field, it was a hot 99 degree day. But on the field, I mean, it was probably 115, 120 just with just the way that the field's kind of designed. And so it was excruciatingly hot. Just passed out right on the field. I remember just kind of waking up all the players. At the time, Jeremy Macklin was one of them. Give me Gatorade. Give me Gatorade. Half the players out there were sitting there almost on the verge of heat exhaustion. It was so hot that day.
Yeah. Well, and I just keep thinking, how many events have I done where I'm by myself? I'm not with a coworker, and it would have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, now the only thing that stinks is now we're all going to be susceptible to the heat. And I don't know how that's going to play out.
That's what I hear. Everybody says now that, hey, you have to pay more attention to it now.
Yep.
Quite a number of people, celebs, passed away in 2025.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of celebrities.
Hulk Hogan. We lost Hulk Hogan.
Diane Keaton recently.
Yeah,
Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne. Val Kilmer. And bunches of others. So Robert Redford, that was
Robert Redford.
Yeah,
so many celebrities did pass away.
Robert Redford, he stuck to his guns. He did not get the Hollywood plastic surgery or anything. He aged gracefully. And so there you go. But that's
which is what our plan is.
Yeah.
Only because we can't afford the fancy stuff. That's pretty much
right.
I'm 88 years old. Look,
we can't afford the dietitians and the herbologists.
I can't blame
plastic surgeons.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take my naturally aging face for you. I'll do that.
Exactly. Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like a weird freak accident. Yeah.
I know, it's true. Former Cubs great Ryne Sandberg, who's much loved in Chicago, So, anyway, sorry to wrap this up on a down note. Sorry about that. We'll save the deaths.
Didn't say we were covering that one.
No,
Save the deaths for last. But so this is KATcast number 99. Next podcast number 100. We got a really special one for you.
That's right. We may have dropped a hint in one of our previous KATcasts.
We did. Oh, that's right. Yes, yes, we did. So, sorry, you're going to have to go see that one.
Yeah, we already spoiled it for Why don't we keep it a secret? Just go back a couple one.
That's right.
Listen to him. You got to listen to the whole thing. I'm not going to say when it was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So thanks for checking us out. Make sure you give us a subscribe, whether you're watching, listening, or whatever. Hit the subscribe button, and make sure you. And shoot us a note, too, if you ever want to say hi or got suggestions for us or whatever,
That's right. Just email us at catcountry@mailzimmer.com.
All right. And there you go. Thank you for tuning into this 99th edition of the Cat Country KATcast.